welcome and welcome back. So you might remember that a while ago I started a series on my channel that was roasting the worst of doll brands, and it started with me roasting the worst of the Barbie Fashionistas. And somewhat recently, time is an illusion, I got a comment on that video requesting that I kind of do the opposite of that and talk about my favorite Barbie Fashionistas. And I thought that now that I have kind of concluded the series of talking about the worst dolls, it'd be nice to do the flip side and look at the brighter side of things and go ahead and talk about my favorite Barbie Fashionistas. So that is what we are going to be doing today. If you guys want me to go ahead and kind of continue and make this a series as well to kind of parallel my series roasting the worst dolls, if you want me to talk about my favorite like Bratz or Monster High dolls or anything like that, let me know down in the comments. I feel like Barbie Fashionistas is a really easy one to do it with, and it makes sense to do it with. I'm not really sure about the other ones, so I don't know, just let me know. But let's go ahead and get started. I will say that just like with the roasting, this is just my opinion. If you have a different opinion, that's totally cool. I know for sure there's one on here that you guys are going to disagree with me on, and that's totally fine. So yeah, just keep it in mind, it's just my opinion. Feel free to let me know what your favorite Fashionistas dolls are down in the comments, and make fun of me for my opinion. So I'm gonna get the one that I think that you guys are gonna like the least out of the way first, and that is number 10. So if you guys have watched some of my other videos, you probably know that I'm obsessed with cats, and that has a very large part to do with why I like this outfit so much and why I like this doll so much. I know that it's a little bit outdated, I know that it's probably cringy to some of you guys, but I think that the suspender skirt with the little cat shirt is really stupid cute. I like her little black booties. She's even got a necklace because she's an earlier fashionista, so there was a little more detail going on there. I don't know, I really like this one. I just had to get that out of the way, so you can make fun of me for that one down in the comments, but the others I think are going to be more agreeable. This next one is Fashionistas doll number 13. I don't know what it is about this one because in my head I actually shouldn't like any of this. I'm not really a pink person, as I wear pink today, but I'm not really a pink person, and I'm definitely not a huge fan of polka dots, but something about this just really feels incredibly put together, and I think especially compared to some of the worst Fashionistas or some of just the like low effort Fashionistas that we see today, I think that this outfit, it's not my personal taste, but I think that this Barbie looks like she knows where she's going and she is ready to kill whatever it is she's doing. And I have to respect the vibes that I get from it, so I had to put her on this list. Next up is going to be doll number 27, and I feel like she's kind of a classic. I don't know about you guys, but this was kind of one of the dolls that I saw most commonly when Barbie Fashionistas were first coming out, like being posted about online and that sort of thing. She is a curvy doll, which obviously we love the representation. I'm in love with her blue hair. I love any kind of funky colored hair. It's always super fun for me. And the outfit I think is kind of awesome. There's a bit of a debate about peplum. Again, I know that that's kind of more out of fashion now, but I do think it was very in fashion for when this doll came out. And I just love the detail that's present on this doll because she has peplum. Like, there's no way a Barbie Fashionista today, I feel like, would have that level of cut where it's like a shirt with the peplum with like a different skirt. I just feel like that's a cut that they would never even try now because it's too many different pieces. And it has mesh in it. Maybe the lack of quality now is making me like this a lot more than I normally would. But again, I think that she looks put together. I think this looks like a doll that was actually properly designed instead of just throwing darts at a board and hoping that something would come out of it. I think she looks really good. This next one is number 48, and I love this doll. The pink hair, the black shirt with the little daisies on it. I think it's just the right like mix of alternative and still very floral and stereotypically feminine. Something about this is just killing me. I actually think it's a little bit reminiscent, sort of what I have happening today, with like kind of the weird hair happening, but a little bit of floral. So it's odd, but it's soft. And it's absolutely something that I would wear currently. I would rock this dress. If I hadn't chopped it all off, I would probably love rocking the kind of pastel pink hair. I'm 100% here for it. This one might be my favorite. I love this one. Then we've got doll number 105. Kind of a big jump there. I think that there was a weird zone where I didn't like any of them. But this doll, I love the texture of her hair. And I love the dress because I think it's simple, like you see a lot of dresses on the Fashionistas now. But I think that the cutouts and just something about the overall vibe of this makes it feel better. The cutouts definitely help, but I just love that it's like a long, tight dress. That's something that I think is very fashionable. But it's also, I feel, not something that I see a lot on dolls, so it's unique as well. I feel like I've seen some people talk about this doll and not like the sneakers, but I actually think that it's a really fun look because it kind of mixes sporty with dressy. I'm super into it. I think she looks great. This one I weirdly couldn't find a number for, but it is the bald Barbie Fashionista, and I think she's just killing it. I think the bald head with the big hoops is just a gorgeous statement. I think that if you are someone who is bald or has shaved your head or is thinking about shaving your head, that looks so cool to me. And then I also really love the dress. I think that the print is a little bit bright, but I think that the cut is something that you literally would see in Target right now. It kind of reminds me of a very bright version of cottagecore, kind of instead of the more pastel colors or more nature colors. It's definitely more vibrant, but I think that the cut has that sort of cottagecore look to it, and not something I would wear, personally. I just don't think it suits me necessarily, but I do think it's something that looks really good on a lot of people, and also looks really good on this Barbie. And then last but absolutely not least is number 170. I know I said that the Daisy Dress Girl was probably my favorite, but I forgot about this one. This doll's so cool to me. She's giving me really e-girl vibes. I will say kind of watered down, but given that it's Barbie and I feel like they don't make like alternative dolls really, like you're not gonna find a goth Barbie on the shelves, I think that this is a really fun representation of a little bit more into the weirder waters of style, if that makes sense. I love the little stars around her eyes. I think giving her that extra detail, it's another detail, and I thank goodness we're getting some detail. But I also think it's really cool to do her makeup a little bit differently so it's not just boring. I love the blue hair, I love the rainbow shirt, I love the combat boots, and I love that her belt has like a little chain to it. Is it the most detailed belt I've ever seen? No. However, compared to other Barbie Fashionistas, I actually think that for a newer one, she comes with so many pieces and so much detail, and it really gives me a little bit of hope for the future of the line because some of the other ones, as you know, they're a little rough. But I think that this one is really cool, and I'm glad I could end my list on her because her and the Daisy one are probably my two favorites. I just cannot get enough. So that is my list of my personal favorite Barbie Fashionistas, the ones that I think are the most well designed in comparison to the others. Definitely, like I said, let me know down in the comments below what you feel are the best designed Fashionistas. But yeah, I hope that you guys did like this video. I hope that you have a lovely rest of your day or your night or whatever it might be, and I will catch you next week in the next video. Bye guys!